Live. I'm your boy Sammy, and this is John Ribia. Yeah.
The man, the legend.
Exactly. And today is Saturday, and that we all know what's happening. EPL matches, battles in Endelea, post-corona, behind closed doors, but matches are still exciting. So exciting. So much is happening. People are slipping up. Points are being dropped. Liverpool are shashing their league. Man, I just had to say that because I just had to put it out there.
Get off your chest, bro. How does that make you feel? Bro?
You know what? I'm actually not too disappointed. I'm not too disappointed. I'm disappointed in City's season, but I'm not disappointed in the fact that Liverpool has won the league because, first of all, it's been the longest drought for them. And again, it's not certain that what Endelea will. Points are being dropped. Liverpool are shashing their league. Man, I just had to say that because I just had to put it out there.
Get off your chest, bro. How does that make you feel? You're back in it. Say about that was a technical issue. What do you call it? And then like, sorry guys.
Look at this. You see United fans. I mean, scarf, hapa hivi.
Sorry, I'm sharing the link to everybody out there. So sorry about that.
Yeah. So if you see this, tell guys to come on and watch on. Again, this is we're gonna do a short preview on the games that are happening not right now. There's one game going.
Brighton is winning in the relegation derby. It's a 6-pointer. Brighton versus Norwich.
Yeah.
Norwich is pretty much relegated, so Brighton is fighting for its life, getting some good points right there. So that's a good performance for Brighton.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. And who else is playing? Well, premier match today, or the the match of the day is Arsenal versus Wolves. We all know this top four. Fight for top four. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. You know why it's hot? Because on Wednesday and Thursday last week, there are two teams in particular who dropped points. Who are they?
We had Sheffield drop points. We had Chelsea drop points. We had
Leicester City.
And Leicester City drop points.
Yeah. So Leicester got beat by Everton. Who else? Chelsea got beat by West Ham. West Ham. Hey, your game. That game. I wanted to watch that game.
3-3-3, just like in the jersey.
I was supposed to watch that game, but I was like, Chelsea is. It's West Ham, Lakini. League ni hard. Even if it's behind closed doors, bad league ni hard.
Yeah, it just shows. There was this argument we were having as to whether being behind locked doors, they will reduce the relegation fight because when teams play at home during relegation,
it's on.
Now they're just as desperate. So West Ham were desperate to stay in the top flight, and no matter what Chelsea do, they pull the shit, whatever.
Yeah,
they just went at it. They went crazy.
Yeah. So today, Arsenal versus Wolves. I don't know who's at home. Wolves at home.
Wolves is. I'm not sure, but Wolves is home.
Yes, Wolves at home, and they're playing Arsenal, and Arsenal need these points because they need to finish in the top four.
Top 6, top 4 is
top 4 is a pipe dream.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Arsenal unaonaje? Top 4 aje? Yeah. Because let's just tally
if you hear English screaming, those are Arsenal fans thinking about their season.
let's just tally the points. Wolves sit in 6th position with 52 points. Arsenal sit in 8th position with 46 points.
46,
so that's 52, 46. Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah. In fact, the only way that the only pride that Arsenal fans have right now is that they're above Tottenham in the table by 1 point. Tottenham are 9th, Arsenal are 8th. Yeah. So that's the only thing they can brag about right now. So Arsenal today really need the points. Wolves want the points as well because if they win, they leapfrog everybody. Well, they leapfrog Chelsea and they go into 4th position. So Wolves, you can be in the Champions League spot. Is 4th still Champions League?
Yeah, 4th is Champions League. Depends on the verdict in July. Man City, whether the people will confirm or dismiss that order. But right now everybody's going for the top 4. So it really depends.
So Wolves, you can be 4th. You can be 4th today. That's a personally. It's not too easy. City have shown you. We've seen. Brighton has shown you. That it's really possible. So Arsenal, they need to win that game. So that's one of the.
So as a Man U fan, we really want Arsenal to win. because Wolves is right on tied with Man United on points.
You want them to win?
Yeah, I actually want Arsenal to win this game. Wolves have been on fire. Man United, Chelsea, Leicester, we all want Arsenal to win this game. Even though they'll get 3 points, they'll get like a good kick in the top 6 race. It's better than Wolves winning because that is Wolves' toughest fixture till the end of the season.
Yeah.
So Wolves, if they get past this hurdle, we have a problem because then they're coming full steam ahead. And remember, Man United still has to play Wolves and Leicester their last 2 games. So that was up with Chelsea and Leicester.
Okay.
So
nasikia vile mnachukiana. Man U, Arsenal.
And over again.
So that's the feature game for today, but that's not the only game that's going on today. Chelsea is facing Watford. Watford relatively okay. I mean, in the table, wako sawa tu. But
Chelsea are like 4 or 6 points away from relegation. I remember when they beat Liverpool, that's when they got out of relegation. They got a new manager. Yeah. But that new manager swing is kind of fading away. But they're still playing really well.
I take it back. Watford are 1 point above the drop zone. So they're also fighting.
They're also fighting for relegation.
They're also fighting. They're playing away.
They're fighting to stay in the league. So remember.
They're fighting to stay in the league because if they lose this game and the ones below them, the Aston Villas, Bournemouth, Norwich, actually if they actually gain points, they can enter that bottom 3.
Yeah.
But otherwise, Chelsea also then fighting for a top 4 spots. Got beat by West Ham. Nachapa City, you make Liverpool win the league, alafu you lose to West Ham.
Kazi tu nukupeana.
Peana league once, not twice. 3 times, Jeff. Be serious.
But shout out to Chelsea, they finally gave back what Gerrard gave back to them. I remember at a certain point in time, Man United was almost winning the league and Gerrard literally passed it to them about.
It was City, so not United.
Chelsea,
see short-term memory. I think it's a scarf. What's Man U? Please don't get this impression that you're close to any trophy. Yeah, this guy is saying that that's when United is winning the league to City, winning to City. Yeah, to City. Yeah, but you have a point where they've returned the favor.
Yeah, they've returned the favor. So Chelsea, great showing. Lampard is looking really good with that squad. Now considering the buys they've made this season right now, like
Timo Werner.
Yeah, this open transfer window, they might be one of the best teams next season. Lampard has really hit his stride at the right point. Also, Arsenal has come back to a nice patch of form afterwards. Will it last long? We need to see. Now, for Man United, there are some news that we have to consider. Yeah. There are rumors that Bruno and Pogba collided while playing in practice, and that they both injured each other. So you might be seeing the old Pereira and Lingard in the midfield again. That partnership of Scott McTominay and Fred might be back to that, might be trouble for United.
Ati Bruno na Pogba wali collide. They went for a loose ball 50-50. That just shows how confused Man United training sessions are. Unaona? Confused. Mna collide aje? Hey. 2 of your best players.
Baba na mama ameumia. Watoto now send for watoto to represent the family. Lingard, I know they say you're not a young player anymore, but you're still young to us. So but also, what do you think about Greenwood? His resurgence, Greenwood. A lot of guys are coming up. Young strikers are playing really well. Greenwood, Pulisic. It's like a resurgence for these young guys. Yeah. Oh, and also from City, finally, we're getting to see what Phil Foden is capable of.
Phil Foden, my boy Phil Foden, alright, is number 47. Oh my God, Foden is a future, alright. Foden is everything Greenwood wishes he could be. Yeah, Foden is David Silva's heir, his replacement. Yeah, and everybody's on Pep's case. Oh, atanunua. He's not going to buy. We'll buy centre backs, full backs. Can you Phil Foden? Watch that kid.
Why are you acting as if UEFA won't ban you from making transfers?
Wait, I China UEFA. Our ban is for the Champions League and perhaps
it might extend the FA. They'll give you a transfer ban as well.
China CC. We would never continue. Tukona pesa, it's fine. We'll extend it.
Sancho just picked his bag and left.
Yeah, we're trying to Sancho. See, sometimes it goes
well. You know what's hilarious is when Sancho was being displayed after signing, Sancho was there with the jersey. Behind him was the Champions League trophy, and the caption of that photo was 2 things Man City will never have.
That was Sane's picture. Maze, United fans, wako confused.
So what I said?
You said Sancho.
I've said
Hey, Joe. Hey. Is United playing today? Maybe because United is also playing today. Play against Bournemouth. Which should be a walk in the park. It's at Old Trafford.
Should be.
Old Trafford it's not the fortress that it used to be. It's the theatre of screams instead of the theatre of dreams. Because fans just be screaming, thinking like, what the hell is
screaming
going on?
For dear life. Only in, only out. Pogba in, Pogba out.
So
Bruno, we love you. You can do no wrong. Bruno, Bruno, tunakupenda.
So let's just hope that collision that he's talking about. I wish players no harm, by the way. But if Bruno and Pogba don't end up playing that game, or we don't see them in the starting lineups, nitacheka sana. By the way, nitacheka sana. Exactly.
All right. Let's talk about a team that is going through the phases right now. Let's talk about Spurs. In the middle of the season, they fired Pochettino for Mourinho. People thought it was a good move, but right now things are really unraveling for Spurs. They're not looking like their best self right now. They're looking out of place. They're looking in shambles. So what's your take on that?
Hey, Spurs. That's a hard one. That's a hard one because what Pochettino gave that club, what he brought to that club, he elevated it. Actually, Spurs were doing pretty decently. They were a decent top 4 team before Poch came, and what he's done for them, he's actually elevated them. First time reaching a Champions League final, but perhaps people were saying that he had reached the end of his, because he had been there for
end of his role.
Yeah, perhaps it was being a little too monotonous, and perhaps also bringing in Jose Mourinho. These things, when it happens at the time, it's very hard to predict how it's going to turn out, because Mourinho had his hiatus. He had been,
at Sky Sports. He was all positive with Sky Sports. He said he had a new philosophy.
Exactly.
How to deal with players and no longer have outbursts at the referee.
That iconic press conference where he was like, "It's a new me."
New me.
Yeah.
New me.
New team, new me.
New team, new me.
Nothing like that. It's the same old Jose.
In London.
Same old Jose. Yeah. So as far as the team is concerned, you see, the thing with Spurs, following Spurs is it's like trying to follow who. I basically, the bottom line is they're not interesting. They're like United, basically.
No, but I find them interesting though.
They're interesting.
Look at this, the players they have: Bajrin, Kane, Son, Ali. They really should be performing.
I think the highlights
and the best part is considering that every time they underperform, Ghana's on their case. Especially, it's like Ghana's have a small brother who is also underperforming, so they feel better because they're performing better than the performer.
For sure.
So right now, actually, Arsenal is number 9, Spurs is number 10.
No. Arsenal is
like a mid-table team.
Do you need some water?
Do
you need some water? Ama, you need to do some stretches, some push-ups. You need to take a walk outside. Say it. When you're so confused. You are confused, my friend.
Oh, sorry. Arsenal is 8, Tottenham is number 9. But the Arsenal, Burnley and Tottenham are tied on points. Burnley and Tottenham, with 5 points. Arsenal is just ahead of them with 1 point.
Yeah, the highlight of Spurs' career this season is Son Heung-min leaving to do military service. That is the highlight of their season. There's nothing else. What? If you can put in the comments right now, if there's any other highlight that you've seen from Spurs, please let me know. Let him know as well. Yeah.
We're really curious.
That's for me. That's the highlight of their season.
Alright, so the champions are going to play Aston Villa tomorrow. Now the question is, do they rest their first-team players, or do they continue gunning?
Resting for what? Season in Asia, there's nothing else they're playing for. They're not in the FA Cup, Champions Dash, League Cup, we already won City, so there's nothing else. Even right now, they could be drinking beers, just having a good time.
But, because the thinking is, if young players play 5 games, they get a medal. So like to spread the wealth, they can at least play some academic here. And it's been a tradition everywhere else. Pep Guardiola, I remember with Bayern Munich, had a chance to have the biggest point margin, to have the most wins in Bayern. He forsaked all
the records,
and he let the kids play. So Ferguson too. I remember when Chelsea was giving Man United guard of honor, and Chelsea fans and Chelsea players were so pissed because Man United put an academy team. So John Terry were clapping for nobodies guys I've never seen again since that game. So I feel like now is the time to test your kids out, to bring out Akina Minamino, to bring out all the guys that your players want.
The French players.
Yeah, I think now is the time for Liverpool, because you already want. Even if you lose all games by budgets of 5-0, the point is you've won the league. Now you're trying something new. You're trying to to develop others.
There's a high possibility though that they'll want to go for those records, because there's still enough games in the season for them to get 100 points. In fact, if they win all their games from their game from tomorrow, they'll get 101 points, which is one more than Centurion City did in 2017-18. So that those records are on the cards. Perhaps
Mo Salah is going for top scorer.
If again Liverpool win the rest of their home games, that means that they will have won 19 of their home games. That's every home game basically. Every single home game, which is another record in itself. Yeah. So
crazy.
They could go for the records, or they could play the French players as well, or they could just go there with hangovers for the rest of the matches.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. Come on, season
okay. So
Euros is next year.
Sadly, you've come to this point where we talk about Man City beating Liverpool. I know you're a Man City fan, so have your moment.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There was 5. Vieira.
Yeah, there was a 5th one. Vieira was like, relax,
bro.
Relax,
it's too much, bro.
Yeah, it's enough.
Yeah, so that's the heaviest defeat for a champion since Arsenal in '97. And guess which team beat Arsenal in '97?
I don't know which one.
Liverpool. It's like, it's come full circle. It's come full circle. You're the guys who are beating champions who are playing the academy players. Now it's your turn. You're being beaten with your first 11. But it was so embarrassing for them to field their first 11 and get clubbed like that. Especially the most embarrassing bit was to see Gomez being turned like Sterling. It was like a chapati. It was like, can't be said. Like at some point, he was literally grabbing the balls. It was like, wrong ball. You're going after the wrong ball, Gomez.
With your picture, yeah.
Man.
But you can't really read too much into that match, because the game, the season had ended. You could argue that was the first game after Liverpool had just been declared champions after City got beat by Chelsea. There were those celebrations and stuff like that. Also, the reason the scoreline was 4-0 is because City have a lot to play for. Still in the FA Cup semi-final. Still in the Champions League second leg of the quarters.
The only early is playing right now is the deficit.
Round of 16. Sorry, round of 16. So City still have a lot to play for. So players have to be on. They have to be alert. They have to be they have to zip around the pitch. So that's why the scoreline is like that. So
you think the players were hungover? Fabregas was saying Liverpool played well because the players must have been drinking for like 3 straight days.
It's possible.
But the best part about it was Alisson's tweets.
Yeah.
The day just on Thursday morning. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day to play like as champions. So he didn't know what was going to happen.
He did not know. Yeah. Either way, when two teams step on a field to play, the objective is to win.
Alright, let's talk about which other team haven't we talked about right now. Sheffield, they're coming back to the stride right now. That they've dropped all the way down to 7th, I believe. They're still fighting for that top 6. Everton is trying to squeeze in, but it's a little bit far off. Now let's talk about the individual players, individual awards. So far in this campaign, who's your player of the season?
My strong candidate is KDB. Without being biased, KDB. But given that how emphatic Liverpool were, one of their players has to be
Money.
Perhaps I don't have a choice right now. I haven't compared the stats to actually make a choice right now, but I think the player of the year is going to come from Liverpool. But if I was given an alternative, I'd go for KDB.
I'd go for KDB as well, and I want to throw a name out there just to hear what you want to say about it. Player of the season, Bruno Fernandes.
No, you've just taken all the energy out of me. Now I'm waiting for this guy to say something substantial.
Bruno.
Something. Player of the year is someone who has come in January. Someone who has come in January.
Okay, let's talk
surely.
about.
And I'm sitting next to this guy here. Really?
It's a suggestion. Okay, let's talk other names. Aubameyang for Arsenal.
Wait, perhaps.
Southampton.
We'll give him a certificate of participation.
Raúl Jiménez, Wolves.
Not player of the year. No, we're just perhaps talking now. If you're gonna put those names in the pool, we're just now giving them their credit. You understand? Like so and so has had a good season, but player of the year, if it's not City or Liverpool, I can't. I don't know. I can't think of.
Coach of the year, of course, it has to be Klopp.
Of course, it has to be Klopp.
So let's forget that. That's too easy. So let's go for the second best coach so far in this campaign.
Second best coach.
Yeah.
Wow. I think.
So we have Lampard coming in. You have the Sheffield coach also coming in.
Lampard came halfway. You can't.
No, Lampard. He did start the season. He started the season.
Started the season
with the team.
Oh yeah. So it was.
And he started the season with the transfer ban. A lot of players have gone out, so he was just playing with young players.
Yeah.
Sheffield had an amazing season till Corona happened, and just went a little bit sideways.
Yeah.
Wolves, okay, I wouldn't say Wolves because they really underperformed in some fixtures. They had the capability of finishing third or fourth. Then there's the wild horse. The guys we didn't expect to perform as well. Brendan Rodgers in third. How do you think about that compilation to number 2 of coach of the year?
After Klopp, perhaps I'd put Brendan Rodgers and the Sheffield United manager. I don't know his name, but okay, I will find out. But the Sheffield manager, because Sheffield, they've just come and I don't know if it's maybe first season fire, where you come in and you mesumbo to upper top 6 and then the next season gone. So but the Sheffield United manager and even the team as well, they need to be mentioned.
I'd pick Frank. Frank was coming in with a lot of issues, no transfers coming in. We literally had no expectation for Frank. We expected top 8 at the very best. Like we had no expectation whatsoever. Especially after that first game, Man United really Pangosa 4-0. So after that game, we didn't have any expectations, but he's exceeded what people expected of him. And right now, you're even looking at him like one of the managers of the future, of the best. He kind of reminds me of Zizou when he first got the job as a temporary manager. He was like,
but Zizou's squad, you couldn't compare Zizou's
Zizou in the Champions League did well, but people forget when Zizou got the job for the first time, they were really horrible in La Liga.
But the team bad. They had, these guys beat him was Morata, Vasquez, Kovacic, Asensio.
Dude,
no.
You can't.
No. That was his beating. That was his beating. Akina Roro was still hapo wanatawala. Akina Benz,
So my second coach, number 2, would definitely go to him. And then number 3 is gonna go to Brendan Rodgers. The way he played the season, at some point he had a chance of even going up second. But then again, it's too early. Because Brendan Rodgers has his toughest round of fixtures, his next 6 games against the top 6 teams. So let's see if he can weather the storm.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about the best performing managers who came in January. We're talking about guys like Arteta. Talking about guys, just comparing them, guys like Mourinho in the Prem. What do you think about these guys? Even Barcelona, I think, changed its manager in January. That's all over Europe. What do you think about that?
Well, as far as Arsenal and Spurs are concerned, just the fact that they are 1 point away from each other right now at the moment, that means both managers are still trying to perhaps find the best first 11. Both managers are still trying to forge their identity into the club. It's never easy for a manager to come in halfway and pick up from where the last one left off. It could either go very well or really badly. But now that they're just 1 point away from each other, then I'd say it's kind of equal. It's kind of equal. I mean, like this, you can't really tell them apart. As for Barca, Barca, that's a whole other episode, my nigga. By the way, that's a whole other episode, because what's happening at Barca right now, I'm gonna enjoy your drama.
I can see the drama. I can see the table. First of all, there's a coach saying that Griezmann. He left Griezmann on the bench because there's no chemistry with the squad. Actually, I'm due to that. And then the week before, he said he was trusting Griezmann to play 90 minutes, even though they didn't make the drill. So that's confusion. Secondly, there's an issue here. There's a lot of player revolt happening in the locker room. They don't respect the coach at all. There was this picture of them during a water break.
The coach Messi ignored him. A bad one. He ignored him, a bad one.
And then there's the issue of the La Liga table. Matches played at 3 each, and now Real Madrid is 4 points adrift with only 6 games remaining.
Yep.
And Sergio Ramos, oh my goodness.
Hey, Ramos.
Most of them are, actually all of them are set pieces.
And penalties
three
and
pens and a free kick.
At this point, when you're playing,
he scored the most goals since the restart for La Liga.
At this point, when you're playing FIFA, Eka Ramos CF. Eka Ramos CF.
When he's good job played, you'll see him in training scoring goals.
Ramos is scoring goals, man. Eka Ramos CF. Alafu,
Ramos Van Dijk, who you picking?
Hey, Ramos, come on, man. Come on, man.
I'll pick Van Dijk. Ramos,
come on, man.
But Ramos can play well and score a goal and give me a red card.
Look, I'm about to say,
he's too.
Van Dijk ako sawa, yeah, but there's levels. There's levels to this. There's some stairs that he has to climb. There's some mountains. There's some hills, some valleys that Van Dijk has to hike through. Yeah, there's some winters that he has to go through before he reaches Ramos. Ramos is a World Cup winner. Ramos is a 5-time Champions League winner. Buddha. Bado mileage.
So last time was London when we met in Serie A. Things were really close at the top. I think there was only a 2-point margin or so between Juventus and Lazio. Since then, the gap has increased to 4 points. Juventus 72 points. Lazio 68 points. Inter Milan fell off really badly. They're at 54, and Atalanta at 60. So that's their top 4. So do you think it's over? Juventus are winning this? 29 games have been played.
More or less, yeah. More or less. I mean. Yeah, more or less. Juve at this point in the season, it's like they know how to shift into overdrive.
Yeah.
They've done this 7 times now, so it's about to be 8 seasons in a row.
Yeah. But remember, the Juventus and Lazio are meeting. It's only 4 points.
Is it 8 or 9 seasons in a row?
They're meeting. Juventus has to play Roma, Lazio, and AC Milan. And let's look at Lazio's fixtures. Lazio has to play Juventus, of course, because they're meeting. They also have to play Milan. But other than that, they are in and Napoli. Sheesh!
So some big matches in Syria.
Big matches coming up. So I think if Lazio can win all of the games and beat Juventus, they can still fight for it.
Yeah.
Because there's this comment that was made by Diego Costa the other day, which I think made
Douglas.
Sorry. He made I'm confused. Tuko timu moja. Buda.
Help me help you. Help me help you.
So Costa made some comments. He said that Diabala is the best player in Juventus. The very next game, Ronaldo becomes from Netherlands, from yonder. I'm just going to be dinner before me celebrate peke yake. I got that player that like to see. Because solo up here, what So possible to agree with that statement. Is Ronaldo the longer the best player in Juventus?
It's too early to say. I mean, what? It's too early to say. It's too early. I'd still say he's the best, simply because it's Ronaldo. But it's too early to start making those comparisons, by the way. For me personally. But if you have an opinion on who you think the best Juventus player is, just put it in the comments section, or perhaps tell whoever is sitting next to you. And if you're alone, just tell that to yourself.
In the comment sections.
So we got a lot of guys coming in the comments. Let's check them out on YouTube. Sorry guys, I haven't been checking them out. So Kevin Marks is saying Barcelona are relying on oldies. They should now be trying more of their youngins.
Relying on who?
On their youngins, like the young players. Barcelona should try and get some young players in the squad. And speaking of that, by the way, did you see the transfer that happened that Barcelona made?
The Brathwaite?
No, not Brathwaite. That one. I think Pjanic.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
That was a horrible.
Man.
How old is Pjanic?
Oh man, he's 30 about 31.
How old? Who they let go?
What?
Who they let go?
They swapped. They swapped Arthur Melo.
Yeah, Arthur 24. Yeah.
24. So about 24-year-old.
And this is where now Messi is losing his credibility.
Yeah.
The rumors are last season he really wanted either Pjanic or this guy from Tottenham that went to Inter Milan. What's his name?
Tottenham went to Inter?
Yeah.
Hakimi?
No. Eriksen,
yeah.
And so it was a no-brainer for Barca. But what they've given up one of the best young players. And remember, if you look right now, Barcelona are selling Thiago to Liverpool. Thiago, Barcelona product again, but they sold Coutinho was sold because they couldn't get along.
Thiago going to Bayern.
Thiago to Barba, he was from Barcelona.
Yeah.
So like they let go of Thiago. Like they are struggling and they filled them up with an older player. So they're really struggling right now. They're making the worst moves of the club.
The worst.
I believe the memes. If Messi retires, your team in AC Milan ASAP. ASAP.
But yeah, do you think that by the way, if you think this is the beginning of the end for Barca, then put it in the comment section. Tell us. You Barca fans, I know there are Barca fans here in Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, just tell us, man, because you know, there's going to be that day when Messi walks. That day is coming.
It's like Man United. You thought Ferguson would never leave.
You thought it was forever.
You left and then it became Everton more. Yes.
You thought it was forever. It wasn't. It's not forever. It's not forever.
Now Kevin Max is saying Ramos is on the zenith of his career, having all possible accolades that any other player would want. 2 Euros, 1 World Cup, 3 Champions League in a row, La Liga, Club World Cup. That's Sergio Ramos.
That's what I'm saying. There's levels. There's levels.
He was captain for most of these.
Buddha. And I love some Sasama Van Dijk. Van Dijk. After how many seasons? 2 seasons. After 2 seasons. Come on, man.
Plus, you have to remember, Ramos has played with the Galacticos, like in Zizou and Ronaldo.
Ramos has played with his manager.
Ramos has played with both his manager and both Ronaldos.
Imagine. And both Ronaldos.
That's so cool.
There's levels to this. So, there's one thing that perhaps goes over people's heads in terms of discussions, especially with the Champions League, Especially with the Champions League, One team, and I was telling Chris, who's not here, by the way, shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris Murata. As you can notice, you have so much space because there's no fat nigga in the squad.
Yeah, by the way, kuna space.
Catman is not here.
We are able to social distance today. Because the amount of.
If you watch our last episode, 75%.
He's the round one. He's the round one. He's the reason we have to zoom out. But yeah, anyway, in the Champions League, one team that I know, not that I know, I have a big feeling that they're going to struggle, is PSG. Ask me why.
They haven't been playing La Liga. The
French league. It was cancelled. Not cancelled. It was ended. It was prematurely.
Premature cancellation. Yeah.
So premature cancellation from the French league, which I read an article recently that some of the clubs there.
Lyon is suing.
Exactly.
Lyon from the very beginning was complaining of the cancellation. It was done too early, and I agree it was done too early. But at the time, also you have to consider the dynamics of their country. The French government was like, "Yo, we're not going to resume any sports until September." So there was no way they would play in September. So I think it was a directive from the French government, and then they didn't try to negotiate with their ministers of sport. So I think it was a combination of both the French government and the officials.
Hey, because other leagues, the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, Serie A, they looked at France at Mafunga. No, as we'll just to chill. Let's wait until this thing dies out. We reach a point where we can come back, because the amount of revenue the League One is actually losing out.
Losing right now is crazy. The TV rights.
Not to mention, and I was talking about PSG. PSG, akina Neymar, akina Mbappe. All they're doing now is just Instagram models. That's what they've been doing. Kupost, pepeta in your home backyard. Nini. Wacha champions irudi. Boss. People have been playing. Teams have been playing. Yeah.
And remember how bad teams were when the play resumed.
Exactly. So how rusty they were. Hey, boss.
They were looking at this man here. Rusty mbaya. Chances. Alright, so Mima Murata, any relations to this Murata?
Yeah.
Mima Murata is saying tunangoja game ya Manchester United. As to, mostly because Bournemouth actually beat Man United in the first leg, and the rumors of the knock of Bruno and Pogba, it might be a troublesome game because Bournemouth is also fighting. Yeah,
so both teams with a lot to play for. Relegation, top 4. Yeah. Hopefully, Bournemouth can win. Yeah. Hopefully,
Bournemouth or
Bournemouth.
Is it kiosk or kiosk?
It's a kiosk. Yeah. It's a
It's
a kiosk.
So it's a kiondo. Kiosk muda.
It's a kiosk.
Now finally, let's look at the relegation table and then we wind things up for this episode. So the EPL table. But first of all, kuendelea watch by the way. Stop, subscribe, and click on that notification bell button hapo chini. Tukimaliza hii episode ya live. So let's look at the table up at chini. It's actually one of the race for top 4 and the relegation race are the things that are keeping us excited in the EPL right now.
It's quite tight.
We have Bournemouth who are playing today at 27. Aston Villa at 27 points. They're playing Liverpool. Watford, I think they're playing Chelsea at 28 points. Remember, these all teams are fighting for both top 4 and relegation. They're meeting up. West Ham at 30 points. Now, the difference between number 19 and number 16 is only 3 points. And so it can go either way. It can go either way. So it's dramatic. So from those guys, who do you think is more likely to be relegated?
First of all, I think Norwich is gone. Yeah, Norwich is gone. But that's what they do.
No, Norwich is done.
Yeah, that's what they do. They come and go. They come and go. They come and go. Between Villa and
Villa, Bournemouth, Watford, West Ham. And I know what's
Villa,
interesting
Bournemouth,
is
Watford.
No, it's only we've seen our researchers of late that teams that have been promoted are not being relegated. It's only Norwich in this season. Actually, no, Villa and Norwich are promoted this season. Oh yeah.
I honestly think Villa are the ones who are going to go down because Bournemouth, I feel they have enough Premier League experience to just at least scrape over the line.
Villa have to play Arsenal, Man United, and let me see, Arsenal, Man United, and West Ham. And also Arsenal. But you are Arsenal in Ligi Moja, same. Bournemouth, of course, are playing United today. They're playing Leicester, so and also playing Everton. Those are their tough fixtures. Watford, undefeated streak enders. Thank you.
But they are supposed to be relegated.
Bro, you say so Watford are playing Chelsea, the big teams. Man City, Arsenal. Yeah, so that's how there's that. And West Ham, Frank Wapachitatu. The only tough match they have is Aston Villa, Man United, and Burnley. Yeah, so far it looks like West Ham is going to be in a good spot.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, Aston Villa, they might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking those two might.
Do people bet on relegation?
People
bet on relegation. All these people betting on top 4, top 6, Nini.
People bet on the coin toss at the beginning of the game. Who's going to kick off first? Like, it's crazy.
Is there a wager for who goes down? I don't bet, so I don't know these things.
Are you talking about who goes down in the
who goes down
in your bedroom?
Why would I bet on who goes down in the bedroom?
I'm just kidding. It's a horrible joke. Alright, so thank you everybody who's tuned in. Thanks shout out to Kevin Marks and Mima Murada for all your comments in the YouTube comment section. We'd like to say that we'll be doing this and every Saturday, live broadcast. We'll be previewing games and we'll also be analyzing what has happened through the weekend in the world of football across all European leagues. And we'll also be starting to review local content very soon. And check out, you also have some really fire skits coming your way. Make sure you share them at least to the viral, bro. At least mara moja. Tusikie tu vile Nikibo yusikia akiongea kujua mamadhe huko hivi. Tusikie tu once tu yani. Tusikie tu once tu blast tusikie. Once tu. Yeah, and so make sure right here kuna buttons hapa hivi. I think ni hapa either hapa ama hapa. Yeah, subscribe. Click on that bell. That bell will notify you every time we have a new video coming. And make sure, please, you follow us on all our social media platforms. That's the Locker Room KE on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Okay, Twitter coming soon. TikTok. Tunajiheshimu tena sana, hatuingie huko ndani,
no. Yeah, so hey, dude, I can sing, yeah? I can sing, yeah? I'm saying you guys can shop it.
Okay.
Anyway, more laughs, more football, more banter. The Locker Room.
#TLRKE. See you next time.
Max amesema na like couch.
Aje.